Hey folks, this is Vent with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review the Survivalists. Now, it's important to stress that there is still 3 days until the game is actually released to the general public. What you're looking at here, for the most part, should be the finished build, but that being said, there may be a last-minute patch or two that might address some things. So what is the Survivalists? Well, I spent almost 6 to 7 hours streaming it today, and so far I'm having a fairly good time with it, although it can be frustrating. The Survivalists is a survival game where you are shipwrecked on an island, but unlike other survival games, you're going to find helpers, and specifically monkeys, that you can train to do various things. So in the beginning, you'll have very little. You'll be, oh, okay, I made a little bed, yay. Or I chopped this tree down. I crafted this hand axe that looks like a stone, and I'm whacking things with it. And I got some rocks, yay. But as you progress, the way progression works in this game is when you craft something new, you unlock something else in that tech tree. So there's not like a research table per se. It's like, okay, you've crafted this thing. Okay, now you've unlocked these things. That's how progression typically works. But anyway, as you craft more things and unlock new things, you'll also find monkeys in the environment. And it's a monkey see, monkey do kind of programming thing where you will bring up like a little monkey window, interaction window, and there's a train button. You click on the train button, then you've got like 20 seconds to do what it is you want the monkey to do. So for example, if you want the monkey to cut down trees for you, you're going to activate the train button. You'll throw him a banana automatically. There's no bananas that you have to pick up. It's just an automatic thing. And he'll watch you. And then you take an axe, you cut down the tree, or whatever tool you have, you cut down the tree. And at the end of that, oh, he knows how to do it now. So you give him the tool and he'll just go about doing that. Or if you need someone to help you in combat, you grab a club, you tell the monkey to follow you, and then when there's an enemy nearby, you hit the train button, you whack the enemy, and then, so as long as he's got a weapon of his own, he'll go ahead and start whacking the enemy too, and he'll be permanently in that mode until you tell him to do otherwise. It all sounds good. I mean, I have 8 or 9 monkeys right now, and I've got 3 or 4 of them in general combat mode, just following me around, because there are like little dungeons that you can find, and you'll be looting some cool things in them. I've got, 3 or 4 monkeys following me around doing that. I've got 1 monkey building things. I've got 2 monkeys sort of delivering goods. 1 from the floor, like anything that's on the floor, I'm telling him to put it in the chests for organization. And then another monkey is also, in a logistics standpoint, delivering things to various crafting stations so that my crafters, my monkey crafters, can craft whatever it is I have queued up at that table. So again, you're going to start off solo, doing a lot of these things yourself, but then you start delegating these tasks to the monkeys that you find. Some monkeys will automatically join your cause. Others will require you to give them some kind of food, like monkey food or whatever. So you craft that at the little cooking area, and you put it on the ground, and they follow you after that. Or if you rescue them in a dungeon, they'll automatically start following you around because, hey, you rescued them, so they're really happy. You can change the color of the monkeys in this game. You can change their names, and some among other things. You can change your own clothes and your own name should you want to mess with that. This game, it's cool, but there are, I think, inventory issues and general interactive issues that frustrate me. For example, there's no collect all button on the ground, so you're sitting there spamming the spacebar to pick up things, but spacebar also is the button that you would use to give your monkey something, a tool or a weapon. And if he's already holding something, you might automatically swap it with whatever it is in your hotbar, highlighted at the time, and he'll end up carrying that for a while, and you may not even know it. So I'm sitting there spamming pick up wood, pick up wood, pick up wood, I need this wood. And then, oops, I just transferred the wood over to the monkey, and he's given me his sword, and now I've got to try and chase him down and give him his sword back. You know, just little things like that irritate me. The button presses are the same. Like, there's no collect all things on the ground, so spam, spam, spam. Oh, I didn't mean to interact with that, so now I got to fix it. Or whenever you go to train your monkeys, you hold in Q, and that calls every monkey in the general area over to you in like a circle. And there's no like pinpoint accuracy there. Sometimes you'll accidentally click 2 monkeys instead of 1 when you want to train someone. So you might like train a monkey to do something that he already had a job and you didn't want to train him in that new job. So now you've got to chase down that monkey and retrain him in the job that he was doing previously. So it's just, sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes you'll misclick, sometimes you'll misselect monkeys, train them, it's just that part of it isn't as fine-tuned, I think. I'm not saying it's a bad game, I'm just saying the controls for that could have been a bit better, tighter. It would have saved me a lot of frustration. Again, there are instances where I had my base set up, I brought a new monkey back, I hit Q to train him, and I ended up training 2 other monkeys in logistics, and I didn't want to do that, and now I had to go, wait, what? I have to retrain this monkey now. What am I missing now? Is it the crafting that this monkey was doing? So yeah, that's the logistical nightmare when it comes to these monkeys. They can really help you, but at the same time, ordering them around and organizing everything can be a bit of a pain. But there's also a raiding system in this game where orcs will raid you on a regular basis. So there's sort of like a base defense mechanic. So you have to put up walls and defenses, and they're actually quite tough. So I always have at least 3 monkeys set to combat at all times, just in case they do attack. The minute that raid horn sounds, there is literally no time for you to react to it. So trying to train monkeys right before this raid is almost near impossible. So I would have liked some sort of early warning system, like, hey, you're about to be raided in 5 minutes. Now's the time to retrain monkeys in combat, or something, It would have been nice to have more of a warning system, is what I'm saying. But typically, the progression is you are on this island, you're going to walk around, collect resources, you're going to, there's a shovel, I can dig the beach for mud and sand, okay. And then you build a raft. And then you sort of go around the different areas with this raft. You also meet this wandering trader, and he only sets up shop sometimes. When you do find him, though, you can trade in gold that you're collecting. Some enemies drop gold, and you can buy things at his shop. And you'll also be able to visit these various islands and find other things. Now, I'm at a standstill at my current playthrough. I'm trying to find metal ingots, and for the life of me, I can't find them. I'm 7 to 8 hours in. I can't find them anywhere on my starter island. It's possible that they're probably on some other island that I haven't gotten there yet. You'll also get this Spyglass as a reward for the trader. He'll give you a quest and you do it. And using the Spyglass, you'll actually reveal parts of the map, the Fog of War. So that's finding other islands. You don't actually look through it in first person. You click and hold in the button, you let it go, and then the map opens up automatically, and a cone sort of automatically reveals in a straight line, whatever was there in that fog. So I'm again, 8 hours in almost, and I'm still only on my first and partial second island. There's more to discover, more to find out, more monkeys to there's still a lot more to do. And I'm having a good time with it. Again, my only complaint with the game really is the inventory system. Like, there's no backpack that I can craft as far as I can tell. I've got a limited amount of spaces on my hotbar, and it's just annoying. It's just constant micromanagement of my inventory. Constant. Now, it's very possible that I'll unlock better backpacks in the future or more spaces in the future. But for right now, it's a nightmare. But that being said, you will have monkeys to help you out if you can utilize them properly. Do I recommend this one? Yes. I wasn't a big fan of the Escapists, really. Only because that game was more of a figure it out as you go. There was no guide like, oh, this crafts into this. I didn't know that. Typically, I would need a wiki to beat the Escapists. But the Survivalists, by the same people, Team 17 Digital, this one's actually quite fun. I just wish you could edit certain things, like adjust the difficulty or, that whole rating system warning. I would have liked something like that. Sometimes my monkeys, what's annoying, they'll like I'll rescue one and then I'll tell him to follow me and then I'll go on the raft, go back to my main island, and then he's all of a sudden back on the second island again. So I have to go back, follow order, and I have to manually make sure he gets on the stupid raft and follows me back. Sometimes your monkeys will just follow you. If you cross islands, if they're set to follow you, they'll swim on their own across the water sometimes. So sometimes the AI is a bit wonky. You know, when you think, you know, you've set a monkey to follow there and you go home, oh, why didn't he follow me back home? Oh, he's still in I gotta go back and get him. I've experienced that 2 or 3 times already. So I'm warning you. Again, this is a pre-release build, granted. I just want to warn you, you may come across something like that, you know, should you buy this day one. But overall, I do recommend it. It's fun. It's given me a lot of hours of playtime, and I look forward to coming back to it. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.